Exactly. And this is the thing that's it seems so counterintuitive, in fact, to the point where a lot of entrepreneurs will just shake their heads and say that can't be possible. But the short version is that the way to make more is to work less and or to break is definitely to break through a plateau. But if you're running your business by mainly working harder or worrying more or both, we're never going to break through to a life worth living that way. And so the biggest switch is to help entrepreneurs see that 80% of what they do is not what they set out to do in the beginning, was not really the genius of their business, not the magic that made their business start, but that after 2 or 3 years, the 80% of what they do is really doing the work that they can't delegate or haven't been able to systematize or turn into a process. And so mainly what we want to do is to create a schedule that's completely flip-flop, where instead of doing 10% maybe of the things that only they can do that are really magical and that their customers love and their market loves, that really are transformational, we want to flip-flop their schedule. So 80% of what they do in a day is in that genius zone. And 20% or less, ideally more like 10%, has to do with tasks that others generally can do better, faster, and cheaper. And this is so counterintuitive that it takes a desperate entrepreneur to begin to even look at it. It's very similar with profit first. Until you're in a lot of pain, you don't necessarily look at this. But it's after you realize after a while that, boy, I my sales have not moved, my profit has not moved, but my life has moved. Now my children are needing to go to college one day, or we're wanting to have a vacation one of these days, or we want to retire one of these days, but our business is not growing along with our lifestyle. What am I going to do? So that the biggest switch is to really identify what are the things that as the entrepreneur only you can do, that really move the needle. And almost always that involves us on strategy and sales. Not always, but in most cases, the magic that the entrepreneur brings is in those areas. But they're at a point in their lives where they're spending 10 hours a week doing that and 60 hours a week doing tasks that others could do better, faster, and cheaper.